Good afternoon, May the 11th, 2016 time to wrap up the day's trading. We came in today just kind of neutral. I didn't have a strong idea one way or the other. I said that several times this morning. Wanted to sell 79s to 81s. Wanted to buy 69s to 71s as we start out. And you can see that that gave us, two basic sells. V-top, V-bottom, V-top. This is the first trade that kicked off under our methodology. This was a methodology trade. This was a methodology trade. That was a methodology trade. So all of them have worked. But really, really slow to develop. And when the market does not know which way it's going to go, V-tops and V-bottoms are really kind of a pretty good way to trade because everybody else is really in the same boat with us. You just don't know. And so goes one way, whoops, goes the other way, whoops, and then finally it settles in directionally. Again, I want to point out this chart that we use that's good for, you were down 6 points up into this point where you put a trade on. You were short at 70.50. And the market trades down to 61.50. So you had a shot at 8 points. So you end up, if you stayed with it and you'd gotten out kind of maximated again, you ended up making 2 to 3 points. You had 1 point on the first trade, lost 6. And this is pretty typical of this chart. But it will give you 10 handle runs when you get to it. And it's a very, very difficult chart to trade emotionally because of those swings and the amount of money you leave on the table when you're wrong. So not much news to drive the trading today. Don't have a hell of a lot of news tomorrow. We got jobless claims, import and export prices, and natural gas inventories. Inside day, that implies trading range tomorrow. Not a big news day. Top of resistance is holding so far, so maybe a little bit lower. Tested to 2050 area, 2055. Multiple distributions lower. We have a D, got a mom, and we have another mom. And the market is still pointed lower. The single prints at 55 on the assumption we can get through this low volume number at 60.50 would be the next stop. And the attractors down there at 55. So break 2060.50, we should make print 2055, 2056. If the market was to close right here at 63, the spill 69, the spill 67.50, the spill was from 66.50, so basically 66 to 70 would be sell 1, 74 to 79 sell 2. Looks like we're at a little bit lower, but support is at 60, so 59.61 buy 1. And gotta make it 50.52 for buy 2. And we'll see if that transpires. Not a lot of news to drive the trading tomorrow based on our markets. Another good 10-year auction, better than last month's. Bid to cover was a little bit lower than last month's, but indirects, foreign participation were really, really good. High, so the market is trying to trade up. And the 30 years, if we got a good 10 years, sometimes we don't have a very good 30 year. Higher low, higher high, look for a place to buy it. Both auctions have been good. The world's pretty unsettled right now. 30-year paper is tough to move, but people do buy it, especially in a pension plan, and especially if you need some yield. And that's where the high-quality buyers go. 31 to 03, I think, is fine for London. Sell 1. 7 to 11, sell 2. On the buy side, 25-21, buy 1. Then 13 to 17, buy 2. just started watching Bosch, the second season of that. It's better than the first season, and it's on Amazon Prime if you're interested. And if you like murder mysteries, they're based on Michael Connelly's novels. So got good source material. They've got good writing, and they're spending the bucks on production. More this year than they did last year. So if you like that sort of entertainment and you don't like commercials, it's a great way to play. Okay, Nancy, just for you, first resistance is going to be at 12 to 16. Cell 1, 19 to 23. Cell 2, 31 to 03. Nancy has improved my bond calls a great deal. She's good at that. Taking charge. $25 to 29 by 1. And 17 to 21 by 2. I just don't. We shade towards the buy side. Near resistance, then shade towards the buy side because of the auction. Hey, you're saying that to see how well you treat your people that work for you, right, Nancy, or how good you are at getting performance out of people. Don't know if I want the latter situation. Okay, higher low, higher high in gold. Look for a place to buy it. A P, put in backwards though, so that's there was some selling today. Long liquidation. So we're where we were this morning, 79.81, sell 1. 84.86, sell 2. On the buy side, last rotate down was 76, then at 73, so like we were this morning, 73.75 buy 1. And 69.71 by 2. Gold's been pretty good, taking us to the edge of the range, the projected range, and then holding. I think gold is building a new base right here, getting ready for the next rally, which will take us above 1,300. Or I just don't see any reason to be a seller of gold other than for a short-term trade. Well, Nancy, are we headed for 50 bucks now on crude? Okay, the low volume number is 50.60. The high volume number, we're coming out of that area right now, 45.80. If 46 becomes support, no reason not to think that we're headed above 50. And the worse the news, the more this one rallies. And again, I just who in the hell's buying this? And I think in London, a well-timed buy in London, a well-timed buy in the United States early in the session. That's a hell of a lot easier than trying to support the New York Stock Exchange or the Treasury market. And I think that's what we're seeing these days. So looking at structure right here, this 46.80 area, right up here is where low volume is. We've got to get through 50 to get to that, so 50 to 75, sell 1. And then 47 and a, you just see there's just no volume above us up here, so 47 and a quarter, 47.50. And this market is trading, looks like it's trading higher. Okay, the E period rotate stopped at 45.51, so 51 to 75, buy one, give it a little bit of room. Then 45 even, 45 and a quarter, buy two. No reason in the world to be buying this market fundamentally, but that hadn't stopped it from coming this far. $45 even is the round number. 46.50 is the number that we've got to get through to break this baby out. F1, a little bit higher than we were yesterday. Higher low, higher high, can trade higher. No news on tap for us tomorrow that would change things for the euro. Got a double distribution up, but we had a hard time maintaining and holding 1450. So 1450, sell one. 75, sell two. On the buy side, like to do it a little cheaper, so 1415, 1425, buy one. 1390, 1400, buy two. Let them get stops below 25 and the buck. Hey, that's it for May the 11th, 2016. I will see you bright and early in the morning. Y'all have a great evening.